So within most computer systems, 0 is actually an important number. There are lots of instances where we use 0 in a significant sort of way. We may be storing a range of information, and the first location that we store the information in starts at 0. So it's absolutely normal for 0 to have something of significance about it. If we had 10 slots of information, we would actually number them 0 to 9. So we're going to highlight this by having a little random number generator that shows whether a number is low or high, and then displays the number. And the idea here is to reinforce the use of the if statement again, but also to introduce the idea that numbers start at 0. So we shall, as ever before, start a new block editor, and we will get it to kick off on button A pressed, and I'm going to set a new variable called my number, and in the math section I'm going to pick random 0 to 9, which actually gives us a possibility of 10 different numbers, and we could just show that number just to get the student underway. Variables my number, so we can run that, and each time we press we should get a random number. Random numbers is a whole topic in its own right in computing terms, and can get interestingly messy with how random numbers come about, because computers can't generate them very well. Anyway, let's get it displaying something when we've made a decision, and we know we want an else in here, so we'll just add that in straight away. Although actually I will retract that. We will get it to do some comparison, and then you can see that you can actually add these after the fact. So what I want to do is show if it's less than or equal to 4, that it's a low number. And so that it doesn't overwrite things straight away, we'll just put a little pause in here. We will set for half a second, like so, give that a run. It says low and it shows 4, that's working. Low and it shows 4, low and it shows 1, low, shows 0. But because we haven't got a comparison, you've seen the 8 there didn't actually come up, show us a status. So we can drag the else in, and we can then duplicate that and say hi. Give that a run. High 5, low 4, low 4, low 1, high 9. That all seems good to me. So that's the end of the sequence on using variables, a little bit of logic, and the all-important if statement. In the Microbit 103 sessions, it will be looking at the different control structures, the loops, and how they can be used, and also building on some of the variable work that we've been doing here.